Hi, it's Carol, and welcome back to Health and Fitness Tips. Today I have Deena Brown with me. And as I shared with you, the 4 pillars where we talk about nutrition, fitness, mental wellness, and sleep. Today we're going to touch on mental wellness. So I can't wait for you to hear what Deena has to say about that and how she's touching lives out there. So Deena, why don't you tell me about your program, Bucket Fillers?
Thank you for asking. So Bucket Fillers has been around almost 20 years. Next year will be our 20th anniversary. A lot of you have recognized this beautiful book, Have You Filled a Bucket Today by Carol McLeod. She is my business partner and partner in crime. So bucket filling is amazing. Really, we talk about bucket filling being small acts of kindness. It could be large acts of kindness and bigger, intense bucket filling, but really the basics is going out and envisioning that everybody that you meet and see, we all have invisible buckets. And they're filled with what you'll see in the book here is hearts and stars. Those represent our emotions and our feelings. And so we'll talk a little bit more about what all the stages are for bucket filling, but it's really just going out there, shifting people's mindsets and really going out and being kind on purpose to everyone you meet, stopping and thinking. Absolutely. Because lately, I don't know about you, but the last few years, it just seems like there's a lot more frustration. There's a heaviness. It's intense. Yes. Some people are walking around with that chip that they, just waiting for you to knock it off their shoulder. And so bucket filling has been around for a long time, but we are kind of back getting sessions out. And as you see with this book, it looks very childlike. So this has been out there for children for almost 20 years. So we're here to tell you that this is not just for children. This is also for adults. And we have started and created new improved business trainings for corporates, business leaders, small businesses, you name it. So we're very, very excited about it.
That's so awesome. And I like this concept with the bracelets.
Yes.
So it says on here, be a bucket filler, be kind. So I just got mine. And Deena, if you want to share what this means.
Yes. So it's
on my left wrist for a reason.
That's right. So what's really, really, really cool is we have different kinds of, different ones, but this one does say, be a bucket filler, be kind. So in the morning, you always start with it on your left wrist. And the reason is because once you fill someone's bucket, then you get to move it over here to your right. So you might notice it here and then you go, So it just kind of is a tangible way to remind you to go out and be kind to people. And these little reminders are just a game changer for us.
So our goal is to get it to the right wrist by the end of the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, it's okay if you do, fill someone's bucket more than once. Like you can do it a lot, but at least once before the day's over.
Yes. So Deena, what small consistent habits would you recommend for somebody who wants to be a daily bucket filler?
Yes, it's perfect. So a daily bucket filler, what that's going to look like is really just simple things like we talked, smiling at someone. Say you're at a restaurant and they're helping you, they're taking care of you. You notice most all of them have a little name tag. Acknowledge their name. That brings a lot of value. It makes them feel seen, right? That's just natural daily bucket filling.
I like to give out smiles.
Smiles are great and they're free, right? Everyone thinks that you got to do something that's always, attaches to pocketbook, but there's so many wonderful things you can do for people on the daily that cost you nothing than a smile, acknowledging someone, saying they look pretty in the dress that they're wearing, or just those simple things. But that you don't know what everyone's carrying, the load that they're carrying. And talking about that invisible bucket, right? Some people are walking around, their bucket's full. Some people are walking around and it's half empty. And so what we like to say, I think is pretty catchy, and I love it, is you fill more, you dip less, and you learn to use your lid. What does that mean? So you're going to fill other people's buckets. You're also going to fill your own bucket. Like do things that you love. Drink your favorite coffee in the morning. Start your day out right. Remember that you also have to fill yours up because you have nothing to give if yours is empty.
That's true. How many people put themselves last because they're worrying about the whole family?
Absolutely.
I'm in the gym every morning, so that's filling my bucket.
Perfect. Yes. I love that.
I have to have my me time. As busy as I am, I still have to have my me time.
Exactly. And everybody does. And yet, for some reason, they think if they take time for themselves, they're being selfish.
Yeah.
And I think everything in a wonderful balance is exactly that, a wonderful balance. And so filling your bucket, filling other people's bucket, the dipping less is really about things are going to happen. You're going to be driving on the road here in Florida. It happens a lot. You're driving on the road and people cut you off. And what comes up, like naturally something not so very good in feelings, and you want to race them down, and you want to, no, you dip less. So you really pause and you think about what's going on. You don't yell, you don't honk, you don't, you don't dip in other people's buckets. And that's essentially being unkind to others, or you're having a rough day. So you're not, obviously, I know you very well. You're never going to walk around and try to be mean to people on purpose.
No.
But say you've got a heaviness going on in your life. So you have a lot of us have a tendency to maybe be short in our responses to people that can come across where it hurts others. That would be something dipping. And what we teach to business owners and business entrepreneurs is, did you know that not following through is dipping? You tell your customer you're going to call them in a week or 2 days or in an hour, and you don't follow through.
So it's like you don't care.
Yep. And it's dipping. Yes. Because people know you're going to do business with people you know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
And the whole dipping, you dip in just a small act like that you don't think about, it takes away from that relationship. So the other cool thing that I wish I would have learned like 30 something years ago, 40 years ago, is the lid. You give yourself permission to put the lid on your bucket, because you might be around people who aren't very happy. They might be a very difficult person to be around.
They see the glass half empty no matter what.
Absolutely. So they're going to they're trying to take out of your bucket because they're trying to fill that emptiness inside themselves. It's okay to put your lid on and protect your own emotions and your feelings. And then you can't live with the lid on. You have to learn to also take it back off so that you can still fill it up with all the good stuff, but giving yourself permission that, nope, you can't have any of my joy and my happiness today, and put that on there.
So let's talk about the workplace. How would you measure the impact it makes? And after it's been adopted, what have they seen? I know companies are always looking for their return on investment.
Yes, they are. They are.
So if you can share a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So yes, they are. They're always looking for the ROI, right? And they're like, what is my return on investment? You're going to come in and you're going to bring these bucket filling sessions to our organization. What is it we're going to get in return? And so we can do several sessions, of course, but what's really cool is you get 3 very important things that all business owners, one of the cool things that happens is it's going to reduce turnover. So that's already saving tons of money for the business owner, for any organization, because happier people are going to stay, right? We all know this. And then the other thing it's going to do is it's higher engagement and productivity. So you're going to increase the value that happens within your company. And then the most important, I feel it's the most important, but I'm like, I'm the feels kind of person, is game changer for a strong culture, a strong work culture, which is going to change and help improve and minimize the conflict between staff, and it's going to boost the teamwork and the morale of the whole environment. There is no dollar amount that you can put on a happy staff and a happy organization.
I love it, because the worst thing is having to start over with another new employee and go through all the training all over again.
Right.
And then you want them to collaborate with one another and work well together and create that synergy. Right?
Exactly, which is huge.
Yes. And, we've seen it in all workplaces when you can take one bad apple to spoil the bunch.
Yep.
So to get everybody to that level and to work well together, that's amazing.
Yes, and we have actually seen it over and over. Like I said, we've done over 2,000 plus just sessions in schools over the years, and it increased the kids' the happiness level in the classrooms, but the behavioral issues through, like, we're talking school-wide, drop down 68% for the entire school.
That's huge.
So, I mean, so it's a game changer. I mean, because you're just teaching such wonderful life skills that you can take everywhere. And yeah, I mean, like you said, there's going to be the one bad apple, you know, everyone's always kind of, but I mean, that one bad apple is probably got a half empty bucket.
Yeah.
They've got some deep hurts, or they're complacent. A lot of times in business, people become complacent. Bucket filling sessions reignites the fire for all of them. And they don't want to be complacent. They want to reignite their fire too. And this is just one method of helping you just change that whole culture. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're doing such an amazing job out there.
We love it.
I could tell you love it.
We love it. It's so fun. Helping people and helping them to be happy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you are doing what you love, it doesn't feel like work. Isn't that true? And
so true. That's why you're here. I love what I do, and I know you love what you do.
Exactly. Go to our website. It's www.bucketfillers101.com and book your session today. Thank you.
And I'll be sure to put the information down below too as well.
Yes.
And Deena, I appreciate what you do out there.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you being here today with your busy schedule.
Oh, thank you.
And just sharing with my viewers all the wonderful things you're doing out there.
We're excited. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I love it. Yay.